probably happen when we come back from Thanksgiving break is that we will start chapter 6, and then we'll take the chapter 5 mastery that Thursday or Friday, right? I don't like early in the week masteries. That's silly. So you need to be checking your 5.2.3 right now and asking me if you have any questions. Remember, this is due by end of day, so if you don't have it done right now, just finish it at extensions. Or finish it when you go to language arts and, ignore Mrs. Goldring. I'm joking. I'm 100% joking. Mrs. Goldring scares me. I'll show no I was joking, though, because she knows I'm afraid of her.
Can I please borrow a pencil? I literally
Absolutely.
just had it and I dropped it and I don't know where it went.
Here, one of the sweet ones, too, with a thicker lead.
How do you know it's 48 for no one? There's no questions for 48.
What do you mean, on your paper?
Yeah, like no questions at all.
You just said draft.
Oh, yeah, you just needed a graph. So that's, guys, up here's only the answers. So you needed to graph those points it gave you, and then, actually, never mind, hold on. I might be remembering a different homework. 5.2, what are we checking right now? 5.2.3?
Yeah.
For 48?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just graph the lines. Here, I'll show you what it should look like. I think we did this together, that, or I just did it on the... So it should look something like this, right? I color-coded green and blue. And we're finding the solution by graphing them and seeing where the intersection is. Guys, in 47, you could do Chubby Bunny Kitty method, where you just set 4x minus 2 equal to 12x plus 5. But you could, there's other ways we could solve this, including substitution. If you substitute this point into this equation, this point doesn't even match on either of these equations. That point is false for both equations. Not only does it not make both true, it doesn't make either of them true. So then on 48, yeah, I kind of took out the questions, but if you just graph those two lines, you'll see what I wanted you to see. I think I cut those out just because of spacing. So on the homework paper, it doesn't say anything else. It just says graph the lines. Use the graph at the right. So what I'm checking for is, does your homework paper look like this? That's what I'm looking for. Then on the back, guys, 40... Crap, I'm messing up your piles, and I need these to be correct. Sorry, I'm trying to get through this quickly because then we know we want to play Jenga. And I think I might just leave the tower how it is. No, I'll reset it. Unless you guys want me to leave it.
Yeah.
It's alright. Or any of you who said no, send other people up to the tower. The people who said yes, you're getting sent up to the tower. On 49. On 49, there's a kind of a shortcut method. This is not the shortcut method. Our fraction buster value here is 105. So guys, if we have the work written out, it's going to look like this. There is a shortcut method, though, that can kind of jump right from here down to here by saying, what is 105 divided by 3? That ends up being 35, and that's what we multiply with. But it's the same as if you take this route. And I don't have the answer there written on my paper because I just wanted to show you guys some work. The answer for that actually comes out to be -7.
I think you did that during
Yeah, math lunch. It's a cool thing. Come and do math. Lily?
So I think I did something wrong, but I still ended up doing the... I think I did two things wrong that counteracted each other, and I have no idea what.
Show it to me at some point if you want, and or I'll make sure to give it a glance when you turn it in, and I can give you some feedback, and then we can talk about it afterwards. Remember, you don't have to have right answers to get a check. You have to have everything done. If you have wrong answers, I might tell you to come see me, because I'm worried about, if you're switching around the X and the Y when we go to graph points, that's something we should talk about. If we're doing algebra wrong, that's something we should talk about. But it's not going to get you a check minus. Skipping problems gets you a check minus. Amelia.
For B of 550, what's the equal value?
It's Chubby Bunny Kitty method. So it would be, you set 2x minus 3 equal to 2x plus 1, and that's essentially saying my age 3 years ago is the same as my age 1 year from now. Which, well, that's just straight up a lie.
Can I sit here if I'm in the center?
I mean, you need to be working with your team, so you can sit there as long as you end up working with your team, but I know you kind of like to move around and be standing, and like, that's okay, just as long as you're working with your team. Brenda.
For 549B, I multiplied by 21.
Does not work for the 5.
I know.
Because 21, I mean, sure, you can, but then this just is not as clean. Right? Like, you can always, hold on, let me answer your question this way. You can always do anything you want, as long as you follow algebra. I'm trying to show you how to make the numbers nice. We could multiply both sides by 10. It doesn't do much good, and 10 divided by 3 is gross, 10 divided by 7 is gross, but, like, you could. So you can do 21, and it fixes this side, and then we just have to deal with what happens over here. Does that make sense? Did you still get negative 7?
Yeah.
Then you did it right. There are many right ways to get to Florida. Nevin.
I'm curious. On the math counts poster, there was like something about multiplying by 0 on both sides. Is that a viable way?
No, because then you just destroyed the whole thing.
Because it just got me thinking.
Yeah, so it's like a math joke if you can actually like let your brain think that mathematicians are funny. It's like a joke among mathematicians, like, well, if you just multiply both sides by 0, like, it's like us being funny because you can't. It's like then the whole thing's just destroyed. It's like the nuke button. You know what I mean? Like, if you press the nuke button, nothing else really matters. All right, Jake. You had your hand up a long time to just say never mind. Max.
It's the instance of if like it's a clan war between a pack of lions and a pack of tigers, and then a bunch of hunters come in and start shooting everything. Doesn't really matter which one lives; they're both dead.
Yeah, like the lions and the tigers. It doesn't matter who's stronger at that point.
Okay, how is that problem by publishing a real one?
You're the one who made that poster.
No, the one on the big 5.2
What, 51?
yeah.
Which problem are you talking about?
Anything on this, how is it going to help us review it?
Oh, you don't want to open that can of worms. You really don't. Do you want to play Jenga today? Then you don't want to open that can of worms. I promise you I can make you a legit defense for any of these problems, how they relate to a realistic situation. I probably have a picture on my phone to defend it.
Wait, what's
Yes.
your homework? Jenga, take advantage of Jenga, kids.
Maddie.
Oh,
I was confused on how to set up 551. What I did is I divided 464 and 131 to get around
oh, I know what we're going to do today.
and then I multiplied that by 164.
Yeah, so does that help? I can go through it if you want, but...
Oh no. Oh yeah.
You got 90 seconds to pick your team name. Then, come write it up here. Then come write it up here under north, central, south.
Just do France.
No.
We didn't agree on that.
No, we don't.
Anna's writing it anyway.
Hey, remember, if it becomes an issue, I'll just pick your name. If it becomes an issue, I'll just choose your name. All right, now we got to be fair about who gets to go first. So, y'all.
Yeah. There's an E at the end.
Hey, so I'm going to keep moving on. If you miss it, I don't really care because I'm doing something fun today. So, y'all are 1 and 2, y'all are 3 and 4, y'all are 5 and 6. So, when we roll the die, it will determine which team goes first. Then we'll roll it again to figure out who goes second. Oh, careful. 3. So, the Chubby Bunny Kitty method. Team gets to go first. And determining who goes second. Watch, we'll get a 3 again because that's what happened this morning. 2. So you guys get to go second. The Chubby Bunny Kitties.
Yeah, we're the
And the nose? The nose team, you will go third. Remember, steals are always happening. Steals are always an option. So, Max Wright, you get to go first since you were the last person assigned to that team. Give me a number.
lucky number 9.
Lucky number 9. It's a perfect square. This is 62B, so you should be solving it on your paper. 62B, we should be solving this on our paper. Then after I hear Max chat with his team, well, really, you can just tell me when you're ready, Max, after you've talked with your team. I told a friend about that, and he goes, so what happens if they write that on their state test? And I was like, yeah, that probably won't work. I mean, quite frankly, I don't really care what you guys, like, how you guys do on your state tests. It all doesn't really matter to me. I care that you guys know what you're supposed to know. No computers, so Max, go ahead and put that away. Although I know you're just like playing in Desmos. I know, I see that it's Desmos, but
We need to have a closure. Some people didn't get.
I had 6 over there. That's okay. I got more.
You put in your binder?
Double check that nobody's got 2 stuck together. Yeah, this is 62 because you had 6. There we go. Yeah. No, is that not the closure? Oh yeah. Why does people? Who else needs one? We good now? Everyone has a paper copy of this, right? Okay. Max, you about ready?
We do the other column.
I mean, I'm not gonna answer that question, but it's not a bad strategy.
Done.
Max and the Chubby Money Kitty methods. What is your answer?
X equals 2.
X equals 2 is correct. So that takes number 9 out of here. We will go to, no, we're going this way. I got to turn these the right way. Spencer, right? This team's next, right? Okay. Spencer, give me a number. 4. So remember that Max's team will get 4 points for the question and then either 3 or 5 for the blocks. You're not high enough. Or you're not low enough. Nah, yeah, you are, technically, but it's dangerous. You got to put it on top. It's not just getting it out, it's putting it on top.
That's 7. Was that middle? Yeah, you have to wait.
Yeah, you only get 3 points though, because it was middle, so give yourself 7. Like, go up there and write.
Wait, are outer ones more points?
I literally was saying that while you were pulling your block.
That outer points are more points?
Yeah.
God
So,
bless
if
it!
you want to pull an outer, you just have to leave the middle one out.
Can I do
putting-
another one?
Yeah, pull an outer. You'll only get 5, but... So, you get 4 plus 5 then. Okay, so 4 for the question, 5 for the outer block. Put them up on the board. So write 4 plus 5 equals 9. Because we write the broken down points. This is 68, right? We should all be doing this on our paper. This is 68B. Well, I mean, if you need graph paper, that's fine, but like, you have this on a paper as soon as you know what it is. So what I'm meaning is like you have it in front of you. right? You don't need to be looking up here. You can work on the paper, post-its, graph paper. No, you're good. I'm just saying do it so you have it done. Like, so you can turn it in. Yeah, if you need graph, I'll come around and deliver graph paper if people need. People need graph paper. Graph paper? Anyone? Graph paper? Yeah. Always. Gotta stay hydrated. Graph paper? Anyone? Graph paper? Anyone? Extra special delivery.
Oh my god, I just realized something. Remember, if we get all the questions done, doesn't that mean we get our full homework done?
Yeah, but it's not a race. Maybe I'm trying to brainwash you guys to do your homework with each other. What could be a fraction busting number here? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You already, like, you said half of it before you're like, can I say it? Whose is this? Spencer's. So we'll look for the answer coming from Spencer after he checks with his team. It's possible. All right, we'll probably go about 30 seconds. Do we think that's enough or no? Yeah. For which ones?
The one that we checked today.
Probably. If so, I probably just stuck it in here. That's not real. Here, I'll turn back my papers and see if I wouldn't have graded it already, but I do have a ton of papers to get back to you guys, so I should probably do that. I'll start passing stuff out. Nobody is where they normally are. Guys, make sure that we're talking with each other. This is so that we all have better understanding. Remember, x can be any number at once. Remember, x can be any number at once.
I knew it. I got it last time.
I was just looking at this to see what I like that these spelled out math with the squares.
It's not fun anymore if he likes it.
You're sorry for calling.
Yeah, I feel bad for my keys. Almost.
Yes. Are we about ready? Take 30 more seconds. Check it with people. Because we're just sitting there. I don't see pencils moving. Guys, you can go ahead and go on to a next problem if you're done with this one. Jake asked earlier, and I said that's not a bad strategy. All right, Spencer, we got an answer for us? X equals -1 is not correct based off what I have, so hold up. Hold up. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the steal opportunity. That about hit the cabinet. Hold on. This is how the steal opportunity works now. Random paper picked up. X equals -12 is correct. So if you want your team to steal, you better have your work written down. If you want your team to steal, you better have it written down. All right, let's keep going. Hey, for all we know, they're going to knock over the tower and lose 10 points anyways. Was that 4? Was that 4? Jake, pick a number.
Oh yeah, this one. 3 shouldn't have said
3.
Patrick. Can I help him?
No, you cannot. You can solve the next problem, though, because it's up. We're doing it. We're on 66 now. You're up here. It's yours now. I always tap around the tower looking for what's loose.
Yeah, just tap it like this.
Just, use your fist and tap it.
Teammates, don't get mad at me if I make this fall. It's not intentional if I make this fall. Take what that bottle.
Sorry, you guys just stole 9. Well, you guys just stole 4 points at least. If you knock it over, it's not that big of a deal.
I don't want to.
I'm done with this problem. Are you kidding? The game moved on. Spencer gave me an answer. Like, you saying I wasn't aware is not a very good excuse. Huh?
The middle one 3.
Middle one's 3. Yep. So you took the safe route because those are all bonus points, right? It's all points you didn't expect.
All points are good points. Don't be scared. All points are good points.
That was terrifying.
Oh yeah. It's not fun. Wait, how'd you get? Oh. I can't tell if I got it right. Wait, do we get +4 for that we stole it, or is it just +3? Wait, Mr.
Isn't the steal worth the same amount? I think it's +4 +3. Like 3 for the block because he did a middle.
You didn't grade anything. You just handed it back when I took it.
It says we can use this.
This is the new work I did. It's right here. And you didn't do it.
You're right. How did some of you get away with that? Hey, if I gave you back your test and it looks like I didn't grade anything new, I'm going to need that back. I don't know how my grading got mixed together.
Yeah.
So if I gave you back your test and it looks like I didn't grade anything new, stick it back in the bin. I don't know how my grading got mixed together.
Handed it back to me.
I don't know what
Without
happened.
touching it.
So, I mean, if you skip over graphing, you're going to need it for the homework, but like the main thing I care about here is get the answer.
Where they intersect that.
So you have to graph it or no?
For your homework, you'll need a graph. For right now, we just care about the answer. Like, yeah, so for your homework, you're going to need a graph.
You're confused. I'm confused. I'm in a mess of papers right now.
Yeah, sorry, I'm dumping a bunch of papers at a bunch of people while we're like doing this. Somewhat selfishly, that's also why I figured we should Jenga today, because I had papers to give back. Somewhat selfish.
Oh, you're saying that you made us have a fun class that let us do homework. Selfish.
I know, it's so selfish.
Just do the working case.
In case I'm wrong.
You're so evil.
I don't like this dice. It's literally gone that table every time. Central table every time.
I mean, I can roll a smaller one if you think the big one is like somehow written.
Me, I usually do that. We literally got last every time.
I can pull out a D20 and just make it nice and fun. D20 for everything, except 20 doesn't divide by 3 nicely.
No one cares.
We'll have to make 2 of the options, like, if it's a 1 or a 20, you guys owe me a dozen cookies or something.
No, you owe us. So if it
I don't
lands
know
on
about
1,
that.
you owe us a dozen cookies. If it lands on 20, we owe you.
Is it a dozen
No,
total
wait,
that then you all have to, like,
Wait,
split up?
There's a 1 in 10 chance of us owing you a dozen cookies. I already owe you.
I'll take those odds. 1 in 10 chance of people owing me cookies. Gust.
Oh, top baker says you're a normal dozen.
Oh, when we say the word dozen, it just means 12.
Baker
All right.
dozen.
Jake, are we ready?
Are we?
Brenda, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, we are ready. Yes.
I think your test was the only one that I somehow didn't grade. I like must have been near the end of my grading. I got tired or something. All right, Jake, what do you think the intersection point of this is? Yeah, you're looking for the X and the Y though. So if you know your x, I'll give you an extension on time to figure out your y.
I think X equals 2.
Okay, what's y equal? There we go. So our solution is 2, 9, right? xy 2, 9. So Jake is coming up to either get a bonus 3 or bonus 5 points. What was that, number 3, I think? Yeah, that was number... By the way, these are out of order. I didn't say that, but all of our questions are out of order here. Crap, who was our first team? Middle team. So Colin, give me a number.
What's an outside and inside?
Outside's 5, inside's 3. 63B, solve for x. So obviously you won't have a single number at the end. It will involve y. It will involve y.
Puny humans. Wait, what are we doing?
I need to figure out what is like winter holiday-esque that I could put in a jar that we could do our next guessing contest with.
Candy cane. Oh, candy peppermints.
Ooh, mini candy canes. That could be really fun because they're an awkward shape. Because I could get a taller jar and we could just shove in awkward shape. Well,
I'll
a
help
bunch
you
of mini candy
for the
canes.
price of one. I'll help you for the price of
One mini one? Like what Santa gives out? Well, it depends on what Santa you go see. Sometimes he's got full size.
I'll help you for the price of knowing how much is in the jar.
You know I don't really need help in dumping candy into a jar, right? Like,
I'll help you count. I'll help you count.
right. All right, we should try to press on the gas pedal. So, Colin, let me know as soon as your team has an answer for this. 63B we are solving. Guys, I'd be ready for a steal opportunity. This is a tougher question.
I'm going to get ready, guys. Don't worry.
I mean, I got it. I don't know if everybody has it.
Mr. Hudson, since we will be switching workings
I know. I'm just holding my breath. I have a 25% chance that you end up in my room again and you keep being my editor. I have a 75% chance that I'm going to have to find somebody new.
Hey, if I
Also, I did not get paid for last week, and tomorrow I will not be able to. We won't be doing more.
I need to pay taxes on that also. Didn't she do it one day?
Yeah, we already paid.
Oh, that was the previous week?
Yeah.
I've seen that last week.
No, candy.
You can't
I can't pay actual money.
I mean, you could.
Colin, we got an answer?
Yeah.
Yeah? One that we're confident in? All right, your yeah sounded a little iffy. What do you think x equals?
X equals 1/3 y minus 3.
That is correct. 1/3 y minus 4. Jordan, give me a number. You or somebody else doesn't matter. You or somebody else does not matter. Solve for x. Yeah, solve the equation, right? So isolate x. 62A. Front of your paper, first question, 62A.
And if you see at the bottom, it's being held up by what?
That was thank you to my Math 2 class who did that. From when you guys came in, it was left from what Math 2 had done because I just decided we were Jenga-ing all day long.
So, what's the
Outsides are worth 5, insides are worth 3. You have to go at least 2 layers down. So the top one doesn't count right now. Those don't count as a layer. Yeah, so that's the first one you can take from, but I don't think you can because it's missing. So the physics game that I've always played was if there's a gap over here, is this block loose? And it doesn't always work, but I like to mess with the ones that are like on the other one. I like to leave singles essentially. So when there's already one missing,
Thank you, Mr. Hudson.
but it doesn't always work, and sometimes it's even more dangerous. So, and this is handmade, so it's not like it's machine made where they're all perfect.
Can I request help from
No.
Wait, are you saying
Nobody
you're
else
not
can come up
perfect
here,
at
man.
woodworking?
Huh?
Are you saying you're not perfect at woodworking?
No, my intention was for it to be more difficult because it's
Yay.
handmade and unique.
I know. Here's what you do.
One of my friends messaged me and they're like, hey, a coworker wants to know what you would sell this for. And my immediate response was, you can buy it cheaper online. Like, I'm going to tell you right now, for what it takes me in shop time, you can buy it cheaper online. Like Mr. Smith has a version that he bought online. All right, now that Colin's done up there, are we ready? Who? Jordan, are we ready with 62A? What do you think it is?
X is -8.
X is -8 is correct. So Jordan, either you or somebody else. Walter, give me a number. 11. So actually this, I didn't realize earlier, we can't really do this as part of the review game. Because there's really no, like, answer to aha. Aside from, like, are the figures correct? But I know that all of us could. So I think I'm going to take 11 off of here. Pick a different one, Walter. 2. There we go. This guy can be solved. 68A. 68A. Hey, remember that your Chapter 4 mastery. Remember that your Chapter 4 mastery needs to come back to me.
I'm
not talking directly to you right now, Brenda. Hey, Anna. I have already seen your 523. I do not know under what pretense or when, but you have a check mark on that. Okay. So I have, in my grade book, I've seen your 523. No need for stress. I will tell you, this answer is not a whole number. Because we haven't had a ton of those yet. This answer is not a whole number.
Wait, did Jordan get a brick? What? Did Jordan get a brick? Congrats! That's awesome.
So here's the funny thing. As you pull blocks out, the tower can actually, like, square itself up. So remember center, no, actually, we weren't talking about that. Well, it's a math, we were doing a penny tower. You should have learned about this. When you would have talked about it, would have been Math 7 and a lesson where you stack pennies and track the proportional relationship. You guys maybe didn't. Well, there you go. So you should have talked about, not should have. If you would have, it would have been in that lesson where we talked about center of gravity and why the tower falls over. But I'm a weirdo and I teach extra stuff that you guys don't have to know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Walter, do we have an answer? You're the person, right? Or am I? Okay. Sorry, I was waiting for you guys to tell me. What is our answer? Yeah, 0.5 or 1/2. Absolutely. That was number 2. Let's keep trucking along and knocking these out. Connor, give me a number. What? 8? 5? 5? Did we already did this one? Yeah, we did 66. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot there was an A and B. How tight are our scores? been tough for the North Chubby Bunny case. Tough game. Y'all are funny. No, it's like... Connor, are we ready for an answer? Are we ready with an answer? What is your answer? What? Lies? What do you mean lies? Yeah, they will never intersect, which we actually could have seen right off the bat because 3x and 3x means that these lines are... What's that? Parallel! So, Connor, either you or somebody else, and we got 3 questions left before your homework's done. Grant. Give me a number. 6. What I care about here is find the rule. I'm not going to ask you to fill in every spot of the table, but find the rule for y. Find the rule for y. He claps, tower falls over. The sound waves from his clap knocks over the tower. This? Yeah. Grant just picked it. No, you're good. Grant just picked it. It's he's question master, quote unquote. Hey, can you guys, can you be my witnesses that I am shuffling up 3B and doing their groups in random order? So that when they come in and it's already done, they don't call shenanigans on me. Except I'm dropping people on the ground. But, I don't really care who you guys work with. Quite frankly, I don't care who you sit with. I don't have a reason to not randomize. I know, their class is bigger than yours.
We lost 3 people.
No, we lost 3
from
people.
Liberty.
Each person's work.
And Mr. Hudson, the other time that it was in my binder, I think we could have won because we have 19 people and each one of us is more than 5%. Wait, so that means...
I'm hearing you, I'm just not commenting.
That means 2 or 3. 5.2.4.
All right, we're just about out of time. So our rule for 65. Our rule for number 65 is Grant. Grant, what do you think it is? 2x minus 1 is correct. Come on up and draw a block, you or somebody else. And that is all the time we have for today, guys. So I am sorry, but you got to finish those last 2 problems on your own. I'm so very sorry.
Oh, yeah, return your master.